Hello, friends, family, and strangers. This is Rob with the Tray Box. Sorry, been a couple crazy weeks and months, so apologize for not coming back and throwing a video at you. But I've been out and about. We've been trying to rebrand our services and our name, so we'll be bringing a lot more content, and the rebranding will be happening soon. We've been consulting and teaching quite a few people, so the crypto world is definitely gaining a lot of traction. So, one thing we have not touched upon in previous videos is mining. What is mining? Mining is basically a safe way of accumulating and making an ROI, return on investment. You're gonna obviously not have to dish out money in order to do the trades and whatnot. This is a safer way of just leveraging the power of perhaps an equipment you have, which is a PC or some sort of device that can actually do the cryptography for you. And in essence, you're going to be rewarded uh, by performing the actions to help the blockchain go about with the transactions. And in the pool, you'll then get rewarded with your specific coin that you would prefer to mine, or you can go with the recommended coin based off your system. So it's definitely preferable. It's totally up to you. There's so many ways to do this. There's other videos. I just want to give you a quick basic rundown. This is going to be the first step in part one, and then part two will actually go through the actual process of setting it up. A tutorial of how to find out, leverage some of these resources out there, and figure out what to mine. So here's the website. It's called whattomine.com, and all the resources will be in the description below. So this site is pretty cool. You can choose a GPU or various multiple GPUs in order to do your mining. And what's cool about that is the GPUs are a lot faster nowadays. They're have a higher hash rate in order to really process and go through the cryptography mechanisms. So um, let's just take a look at a couple things here. So this is basically the video cards, the NVIDIA cards that are out there. So you can specify the quantity you have. So if you have two 480s, you can put that there, and so on and so on. So these will be the scripts, so you can turn them on or off. Then blue indicates that this is the script you're going to be using. And these all vary because the scripts you run in the background on your PC, and that's what's actually doing the mining. It's pretty cool stuff. So we'll touch upon that further on later on. And then to find out if something is worthy of actually mining, you can then put the cost of your electricity bill, whether it's monthly or whatever, but this just goes by kilowatt per hour. So this gives you an idea of how much profitability you're going to make. So the ROI basically. And also what's cool is you can add different exchanges that you'd be mining from. So pretty awesome. So I already ran this with some specs here. I said that I had an SLI of two 480 cards. Those are NVIDIA cards. And I ran the calculation and said, hey, Monero is pretty profitable. So what you can do is, you can see some of these details here. And basically, actually, yeah. So the other thing I gotta mention here is I'm using a really shitty laptop. So this is probably not the best case and example, but you can see here that my results turned up that, hey, Monero's, you can try to mine Monero on this shitty laptop, but these are the specifications. the results you're going to get. So the other interesting thing is if you go to NiceHash, uh, miner.nicehash.com, there's a cool app that you can download, and it does the automatic checks your specs on your PC, and it gives you an input of, hey, what's your hash rate and which script you should be running. So I did that earlier. Once you install it, it'll look like something like this. This will obviously detected that I had one CPU, no GPUs because this is a shitty laptop. And the hardware details, once I click on this, I can run the benchmarks, and this tells me, hey, your best bet is to use Crypto Night version 7. Your hash rate speed is 21 hertz, and that's basically what I did earlier. I inputted that those details here, and then I calculated. So every rig, most PCs are not the same unless you specifically buy a bunch, like from Dell or something of the same specs. That's the only way they're going to be the same. But a lot of people like to build their own PCs or devices, and you can have multiple video cards, and that's what makes it pretty cool, because then you can actually really leverage the power in order to mine and gain a lot more of these coins. So that's basically what it is. So then what you would do is, once you find a coin on the list, then you can go back to CoinMarketCap, and you can definitely do some research on, okay, hey, there's Monero. It's the 13th coin. Okay, cool. I'll click for some details. I can see here one Monero is $134, and then get some information, check out what Monero is from the website, and then as you can see here, of course, it is a coin and it's mineable. So just to double check, and from there, what you would do is on the website, you would click on the website, and then somewhere along here on the resources, they should have some, hey, like how to mine. And let's see, what is Monero mining? Boom, there you go. This is a great way. You can find out all the resource information. You can read that. You can read about pools. Pools are basically a bunch of miners are pulled together. Once a specific amount of mining is done, then the payment is distributed to everybody. So it's kind of a fair way. And then you can check your hardware benchmarking. So this is actually another easier way. So this will also be down in the resources and other various ways. So that's basically it. This gives you a little quick introduction about mining. And the next video, part 2, I'll just show you a quick way of using the scripts in order to fire off and actually start performing the mining. So I'll try and get that video up within a couple days. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll definitely try to answer them as quickly and promptly as possible. All right, thank you, and good luck out there.